Today we get some upgrade. I am excited. So today we ended up crafting our lumber axe, our steel hammer, and if you also hit G, our wooden crossbow with some iron bolts. So stick around and I will show you guys how to make all of this. Actually not too bad. The only thing I really had a problem with, and you will definitely see it later, and I apologize, I was getting a little irritated trying to get the bolts made in the crossbow because it thought I would just be able to make it out of whatever, but you need to read the quest book, pay attention. It has to be a wooden crossbow with an obsidian guard and string, not flame string, so keep an eye on that. And then the bolts are kind of tricky, so definitely keep an eye towards the end of the video and I'll explain the bolts. You need to put a wooden tool rod in there, nothing else. Anything else, it's just going to keep making casts and other things, and it's just, yeah, it's not what you need. So stick around. I will show you how to craft all of these, and we will modify them later when the time comes, because you do need to unlock your modifiers because they're brand new tools, so remember that. Okay, so I apologize, I just realized the first two parts of these did not record right. I just updated my client and ended up changing a few things with my OBS settings, and I mean, it recorded, it just was not doing it right. I don't quite know what happened, but that footage is not even really watchable at all. So all I did though, that I'll show you real quick, we made the Alumite. We ended up making, I was telling you guys to make this Gregtech version, not the Tinker's version, because it's actually a little cheaper and you could just save on your resources a bit. But it's 5 aluminum dust, 2 steel dust, and 2 obsidian dust will give you 8. You only got to craft this twice, and that's enough for the quest to get that tool station, well, the tool forge, because it takes 2 plates and these both take 8 ingots a piece. But we made the dust, and then in order to melt it down, I just threw one of them in a furnace and then just threw it back in the smeltery so it can be cast into a plate. So that's all we had to do, and then that gave us our tool forge, which we can now use to make our hammer, our lumber axe, and our excavator. And I'm not too worried about the excavator at the moment. I'm worried about the hammer and the lumber axe for now. They are just really nice to have, so I'm thinking we're going to make these first. If you come into here and look at this, the hammer takes 2 big plates. It takes a hammer head and a tool rod. It takes one of these tough rod patterns, not a normal rod pattern. So you got to make the tough version for all these. So that's exactly what I did. I made the tough rod pattern, I made the broadhead axe pattern, the hammerhead pattern, and the tough binding pattern, because you need a tough binding for the hammer. And now you just have to make these out of wood or stone or something to make your molds out of, like before. If you look at this, this says you could do it with a wood one, which seems crazy, but you can. So we should be able to come over here, get some wood, come into here, maybe. Sometimes it wants exact amounts. I know, weird. Does it cost 8? Maybe it's planks? Well, I guess we could try it with stone. I have to cook some stone though. I don't have plain stone. Oh cool, you don't have to cook it. Well, let's make a stone hammerhead, and then let's make stone binding, and now a stone axe head, and our tough binding, which this one's gonna take 4. Okay, it did take 3. I don't know why it wanted 4 in there, but okay. So that's 16 plus the 6. It's not bad. Let's take all these now, and let's go make our casts out of them. Take this one out. Let's make sure we don't accidentally melt it down or anything silly. That one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And there we go. That is our casts. So now we can actually come and put some decent metal in here and make some decent tools. I'm gonna get this one extra out of here and save it for later. But now, yeah, let's see what we can make these out of. I'm guessing steel would probably be our best bet for now. Could do iron still. We're gonna want something with a good mining level. Ardite can be mined in the nether if we make our tools out of alumite. It just looks like it's our next up metal, actually. Oh, obsidian could do it too. We don't have the alumite to make them out of alumite. I guess let's make them out of steel for now, and I'll just upgrade them later. But for now, we can start with steel. So let's go grab some steel, melt this down. We're gonna need quite a bit. It'd be the same 22 that it took. Well, it'd be more than that technically. Yeah, let's try this. Once we get a good amount of alumite actually usable and playable, then we'll actually do that. But I think for now, steel will be just fine. Need 8 per head and per plate. We're gonna need to stick all that in. That's what we're gonna have. That's 8 a piece. That's 8 a piece. That's 3. That's 3. We need 2 of these, 1 of these, and then we need 2 plates. So that's 8 more here. Well, 16 more for 2. The hammer's not cheap to make it all. But then eventually what we're going to end up doing is melting down more obsidian. And if you combine it with these large plates, you can make a modifier for your tool to make them indestructible, basically. Takes a bit, but it's possible. Let's do the hammer head. Okay, that one's done. Oh, yeah, we need to claim this. It doesn't. So the excavator does dirt in a 3x3 and snow too. It isn't bad. It isn't bad at all. I'm tired of chopping trees, and this is going to make that so much easier. Until we get some bonsais going at least, and then we'll have trees growing for us, which will be nice. Enough brownstone. You run a bit faster on it. Good to know. So we got our head. Let's do our axe head now. Have to melt some more probably. Do a large plate. If we come into here, that's the 3. We need 1 more large plate. So that's enough for 1 more large plate right there. And then we're gonna need 2 rods at least and a binding. I think there was something else we needed though for that. For the axe. Wish you could check it from the NEI. It's kind of annoying you can't. We'll go check and see what it said again. I'd put all my tool stuff over here. For the hammer, you need 2 plates, a head, and a rod. We got that already. So then the axe, it takes a plate to... Okay, so we need 1 more plate for that and a binding. It's the axe that takes the binding. So 2 rods, a binding, and 1 more plate. That's all we need. I stuck in enough for the 2 rods and a binding, so we need to stick in 8 more for a plate. 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 more of these. As soon as these are done, we will be able to pour that last plate, and we will have everything we need. Steel definitely melts a little slow in this thing, but it is okay. So here's our 8. Let's do our last plate. Eventually it'll pop up in here. The only unfortunate part is we have to re-modify these tools now. So we got to re-add redstone to them. We got to re-add our lapis for them. Re-add our diamond and emeralds. That is fine. These are just a big quality of life upgrade to have. So no more single block mining. It'll be really nice. The excavator will probably come in handy. I'll probably end up making it eventually because I have been clearing a ton of land in this spot because it's not very flat. Oh, we'll probably end up making that too. For now, this will do. Come into here, we can actually make our tools now. So let's take our 1 tough steel rod, our 2 plates, and our hammerhead. We gave ourselves our first steel hammer. Pro Tinkerer. Now, if we go to our axe, we could do the same thing. Throw in our broadhead, throw in that large plate. Can't shift click because they don't go in the right spot. Tough binding, and then your tough rod. Get yourself a steel lumber axe. Cutting logs is old school. Yes, it is. And that is that. It's relatively simple. Check these bags. Ooh, ocelot. What? Nice. Golden apple and some wheat. I will take the golden apple. I have not eaten a golden apple yet. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. And we now have these so we can kill them over here if we have our redstone somewhere. So yeah, if we take our redstone, come into a crafting station. Not. Oh wait, I think we got to use it to give it some modifiers first. It doesn't even have room for modifiers. Not yet. The durability is nice though. Look at that. Effective durability 1666 on a pickaxe. The hammer doing a 3x3 gives you 4,386. Wow. Hit the undead with it, it does extra damage too. Yeah, it does look like we have to get some modifiers going for these. There is a way you can add modifiers. We did look into this before. Maybe we'll actually have a reason to do it now. Where was it though? Extra modifier. Block of gold and a diamond is all it takes. Have a little bit of gold. We could probably do that. This probably is not the best way because gold's not the easiest to obtain in here still for me. For demonstration purposes, we're going to do it. Stick this back in here. If you missed the stream yesterday, we ended up diving into the nether to get our sulfur finally and hunt down some rubber. So we got our rubber, which is really nice. It's really easy to make too. You just crush down your sulfur and then you wash it. And then you need raw rubber dust, which is what I was getting out of this extractor. I was putting my sticky resin in here. And that's a 3-to-1 ratio. 1 resin gives you 3. So that's really nice. And you could buy it in the coin shop. So if you don't even have rubber trees and you don't want to keep chopping them down, because I'm bad about that. So this is what I've been doing every like 15 minutes. It lets you buy more. Gives you a whole stack. And that'll give you 3 stacks of the rubber pulp stuff that you need. This stuff. Raw rubber dust. So that is perfect. That's more than enough for all your needs. Yeah, we got plenty of rubber being made over time since the last stream last night. Definitely check that one out if you wanted to watch me die. I died in there. I definitely died. Added another head to the wall. He even played it smart and still just got killed. But it's fine. It happens. That is all those tools for you. They're really easy to make. The crossbow, I'm really wanting to look at too. Just because it looks pretty gnarly and it takes a tough binding. We'd have to make 3 new parts. You have to make the bow limb, whatever that part even is. This part, body, okay. You'd have to make that tough binding, the bow limb one. You need one of these, and the string. Looks like it takes string to use. You could use your flame string if you have plenty of it from the nether. I'm into here, this could work. Fiery boast, nice. Now we need to make a bow limb. I don't know if you can make them out of metal or not. And we need to make it out of wood first, or stone, I suppose. It seems like the wood ones don't work. I don't even know why the NEI tells you to use wood. It doesn't make sense to use wood. If you pour molten metal on that, of course it's just gonna catch fire. Come in here, do this. Gives us our stone crossbow limb. Takes 5 for a body pattern. Dang. We might need 6 if it's gonna be weird like before. If you take these and do what we did just a minute ago, you can cast them into the aluminum brass patterns like before. Make them out of steel, which is cool. You need to melt down more aluminum for that, but that is fine. Grab a little bit of copper while we're here for it. He gets 4 to 1 aluminum to copper, like you only need 1 copper. Bring a little extra just in case. And let's bring this one, because we don't need to make a heck of a lot of this stuff. Let's go ahead and melt this one. And let's get our aluminum, because we are going to need more than just that one. We need 2. Come in here, throw our tiny pile in. We got 56, and then yeah, just combine them in a freaking 9. That gives us 6 more. That's plenty. And then yeah, for the aluminum brass, it's 44 megs, which is a whole ingot of this stuff. So we're gonna make extra if we stick 1 of each, because 1 whole ingot gives you 144. Really confusing that it says ingots in here. I really wish this would just say millibuckets, because it would make it all make sense. It's the fact that this says ingots and everything else says millibuckets is really weird. That is rather confusing for no reason. It's gonna give us extra, like I said, but it's fine. I'm gonna cast them into the casts and just save them. It's easier to melt them down again later without having to sit there and do the math. Otherwise, I probably could have done it precisely if I did small piles and I ground the copper up and did small piles. You could actually do it that way and make enough that copper melts. See, I don't get that. How's that 1 extra? Add 1 more, it's just gonna mess it up. Whatever. All right. Either way, we're good. It's on the bottom. Pull these out. This one in there. Put this one in there. If you could make the string out of anything besides string. So you just use it for the extruder, so you don't have to craft it. Easy enough, I guess. There we go, that all converted. That's 7. Now we can do this. But we have our 2 for the crossbow. We do need to make some for the bolt. I just remember that, so I'm gonna take all this out. Nothing like wasting lava. Let's go look at the bolts for it and see what we need. The bolts take, the heck that even is. Take that and that. It looks like long pointy one. Can't see this. Bolt core and fletching. You see a bolt, or I don't see a bolt. Okay, but we need to make more wooden casts, which means we need paper. The bags from that hammer quest. Very. I think it gives you a 1. That's so generous. How nice of you. But now if we come back into here, throw our blank patterns in again. That's a bow limb. Okay. Throw ahead. The fletching. Here is the bolt body. Blade, large blade. Okay, so the bolt body just isn't makeable. What I'm getting at here. How do you want an obsidian tough bind? Dang it. Really? Want me to make it wooden? Okay. Pretty lame. Here's your bowstring. Here's your bow limb. Body. Just have these for no reason. Thanks a lot. Dang quest book. So it said in order to make this, it takes 432 because it's 3. Yeah. You melt down 3 obsidian. Seriously, how do you make a bolt? They're fletching. Try this again. Cast these into stuff. It just makes a tool rod. That doesn't make stupid. Happy stupid quest book. I made your stupid bow. Okay, so I guess we might as well make this out of the wood for now. So it doesn't freaking complain, because I'm sure it'll give us crap if we don't use the string and the obsidian binding. I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm kind of getting irritated today. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. Take your crossbow, take it all in. Happy, you stupid quest? Are you gonna give me my dang bolt? Why does this say, where was it saying this? Well. So, here's our feather fletching. Now we need to make a tool rod out of wood. Just combine it. So you just cast the metal onto it. You can do steel. Freaking annoying. Need nether quartz to do more damage. Oh, no! No! There we have our bolts. Finally. Don't do what I do and keep just clicking stuff that doesn't need to be clicked. So that's a wrap for this episode. We got all of our tools that we wanted to make. We got our hammer, we got our axe, we got our crossbow, and we got our bolts. We're going to upgrade them here soon. I just need to get materials for that and whatnot, really. But we already know how to do that. It's the same as these. So we're just going to add all the same stuff once we get all the modifier slots unlocked. We either got to have to use it or add modifiers the fun way. A block of gold and a diamond. Kind of adds up, but it is a way to add some modifiers. So can remember that if you want to skip some just leveling it up, but being such a low level, they should level up pretty quick. I'm not too worried. You'll get some modifiers. That is a good place to end this one. And oh, that reminds me, I've been asked by a few of you. I'm gonna try to link it in this video. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not though. So if it doesn't, please feel free to join our Discord if you want any of these resource packs and you're just having trouble finding them on Google. I have all of them linked now in our Discord, so you can just go in there and slash texture packs and it will list all of them in the order that you need them too. So I know the transparent UI is the main one a lot of people have been after. This one comes with the 2 fonts too. I use the bright one because it just makes it easier to see. The dark one's really dark, especially with the transparent. I honestly don't get why they added it. It's kind of pointless in my opinion, but it's, yeah, you can't even read it if you use the dark. So use the bright one. I like the bright one. But I have them all linked in my Discord. I will try to link that transparent UI in the description. If it doesn't work though, then you're probably just gonna have to join the Discord. YouTube's been kind of weird with links for me. I'm not sure why, but it's like they don't seem to work. Yeah, it's just weird. So try that, and if that doesn't work, please join the Discord. Pop in and say hi. Spam the bot and it'll give you all of them and tell you which order if you want it to look exactly like mine, because it does matter in the order that they are stacked, in case you didn't know that. It definitely makes a difference. So definitely check that out, and I appreciate you all. If you learned something in this episode or just enjoyed it all around, I'd really appreciate it if you'd smash that like and subscribe button so I know I'm doing something right. Because yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what all you guys want to see. I know that there are still new people playing this, which is why I was kind of going more for the guide sense on the video series, just showing all the main crafts to get through progression. But if you guys want to see more playthrough style, I'm more than fine to switch to that. Episodes might be a little longer then, because I am bad about pausing and recording and what's good and what isn't. I just end up recording most of it and cut out hours of footage. So I mean, if you guys would prefer to see it like that, we could do that, or we could just stream more and just take recordings from the streams even too. That's something I've been looking into trying to do, so I could just stream as much as possible and actually make footage, like make the videos from the streams, so that way you can watch either or, not really have to watch both. But if you guys have any suggestions, I'm always open to hear it. I just think the guide idea was good, because when I started playing this, I realized there wasn't really many guides at all. Like, they'd say it was a guide, but it was really just a playthrough, and they weren't really showing the crafts that well. I'm sitting here trying to show you guys each of these progression crafts. Like, I know I didn't get to show you guys this on stream, but this was just collecting ore, so I mean, you know how to mine. But we did go to the nether with that first bit of tiny sulfur I found in there. I just stuck it in the wand and we just tunneled around at Y20 level until we safely found sulfur ores. We found 3 of them, they're all by each other, and came back and washed it, well, crushed it and washed the dust and made rubber. That was really easy. And it completed this. I think it's because we got one of these in a steam bag beforehand. I think that's what it was, so it completed this for some reason. But on the next one here soon, we'll start making wires and start progressing towards machines. I am super excited for that. That's going to unlock a lot of new things and automation, which should be nice. I can't wait for some automation. So I appreciate you all for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.